Over the years, our next guest has been described as both a sex symbol and style icon and is simply one of the most respected performers in the world. As part of hip punk outfit Blondie, she wowed the world with such stone-cold classics as Heart of Glass, Hanging on the Telephone and Atomic. She's now back with her 5th solo album, the first in 14 years. It's called Necessary Evil, and her new single, 2 Times Blue, is out now. Please welcome the awesome Deborah Harry.
Welcome. Sneaking into my spot.
Welcome to the Loose Women Show.
Thank you.
Honorary Loose Woman. I have to say that, honestly, to all of us, we were just so chuffed that you're coming on the show, because we all sort of went out and partied to your music and grew up with you and
wanted to be you, actually.
Yes.
We mimed to all your songs
tried to pout the same way that you
the
pouted.
light shining in our face and everything.
Oh, well,
Hairbrush.
just carry a flashlight.
Listen, we were
Exactly.
talking earlier about life plans and, you know, and setting out goals and things. Is that something that you did when you started out in the music business? Is it something you adhere to now?
I think that anyone who ever goes into a rock band assumes automatically that they're going to be a mega star, and that's why they do it.
And you did too?
Oh, of course.
And you were
Did
right.
you always want to be in a rock band? Like when you were at school, do you think, right, I'm going to be a rock star one day?
No, I wanted to be a movie star.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you
And
regret?
look what happened.
Well, I mean, you know, you didn't do too badly, but do you
No.
regret that? Do you regret not going down that path?
No.
Because you had a bit of a rock and roll... Well, you have had a rock and roll life, a proper rock and roll life, haven't you?
I think so, yeah.
And what would you say was your finest rock and roll moment?
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
Well-
You've been chatted up by quite a few megastars, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I think it's hard to pick one thing. Oh, now I'm on the spot. One mega rock and roll
Listen,
moment.
I'd like to ask about the new album. It's your 5th solo album, so it's nothing new to you to do solo work, but the first for 14 years. Why the gap?
Just worked out that way. Blondie got back together in the early, mid-early 90s and just got busy doing that. And then all of a sudden I had time on my hands and felt the urge to write some songs, and I did.
And do you prefer sort of being out there solo by yourself, or is it nice to have that comfort blanket, that safety net of a band behind you?
Yeah, the safety net of working with Blondie is enormous. It's been going on now for 10 years since we've been reunited, so even that is a long time for a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And aren't the songs just going to be used in a new musical, Desperately Seeking Susan or something?
Yeah, all the Blondie material, a lot of the catalog is going to be in the show.
All performed by...
Various...
Just... Not you, obviously.
West Enders, yeah.
West Enders.
Musical theatre kids, you know.
And have you got a hand in that? Are you taking part in it or not?
Just as an author, just as a writer, I help to sort of shape some of the lyrics so they're more specific for the characters. And Chris and I wrote a new song for it called One Moment, or Moment of Truth, that's it.
You have an extraordinary relationship with him, Chris Stein. I mean, you guys started out together,
Yeah.
became lovers, and it was really that his ill health that led to the end of Blondie originally,
No,
wasn't
not
it?
really,
No?
no.
Was that not true?
No, that's been sort of exaggerated. It was sort of a massive implosion, I guess. Everything sort of fell apart at once for us. The record company went out of business, our manager took off, Chris got sick,
There was
you
just
know,
everything.
everything fell apart at once, so.
But
How did you survive with him, though? He's still, like, your best friend. You refer to him as your soulmate, don't you?
Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my good buddy.
But he's now married, isn't he, with
That
children
bastard,
and...
yes.
Is that something that you wish, is that a path you wish you'd gone down, or had children or anything like that? Or are you got future plans to adopt or anything?
I have no future plans like that. What you were talking about, people having, you know, a setup, a real plan to follow. I've never been that kind of person. I've just always sort of, you know, been winging it, you know,
see what happens.
Drifter, a bit like me and Colleen.
Yeah.
Drifting. Yeah. See what happens. Whatever happens is great. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, things come your way, and I've always sort of felt that was kind of the way. I work as a performer that way too.
Yeah.
You know, I love those inspired moments. They really are good.
We were talking about knitwear earlier on, and you are actually wearing
I am wearing a knit.
a cardi, yes.
Yeah.
And yesterday, on Saturday, I think, no, yeah, the weekend, you were in a magazine, in one of the supplements, wearing,
There's a
indeed,
gorgeous
a
picture
big,
of you.
chunky
I think we
knit,
have it.
which
Look
you
at that.
looked fantastic in.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
how
that.
you make knitwear look
Which-
sexy.
Is
Yeah.
it? Do you because
I think
you
that's
are?
a Stella McCartney piece.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you look fantastic in it. Do you feel? Has it been difficult as a woman and a style icon? You know, getting older. Has that been difficult for you, or are you very happy with the ageing process and you don't mind and you're very laid back about it?
I've come to deal with it. I guess I've come to terms with it. There's really no other way you can be happy. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. Can't do
Nothing you
anything
can do about it, really, is there? I
No,
mean, you
no,
can
I
sort
mean-
of...
Well,
on the
you've been
surface.
open, haven't you? You've had plastic surgery and things. You kind of, is that, I mean, you look fantastic.
Thank
I mean,
you.
if there's everyone was an advocate for going for it, I would say you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should try to, you know, feel good about yourself, and
But I can't believe it
Recommend
here. We were talking about hairdressers earlier, and you've actually been quoted as saying, I've never had a hairdresser. Now, for someone who has been so huge in rock and roll, could have afforded to have someone follow you around, you've always done your own hair.
yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
Just
why
think of all
I
the
ended
money
up-
you saved.
That is why I ended up with no hair. No.
What, even cutting it? You cut it yourself, styled it yourself?
Yeah. I
Really?
mean, doesn't it look kind of
That
It
looks
looks
fantastic.
fabulous.
okay?
It looks really
We're
good.
passing
doesn't
muster
it?
today.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
You cut your own? Oh, that's good.
Could you do ours after the show? I mean, I don't know if
I don't think you need it. You're looking okay there.
Thank you very
Got a
much.
good one.
Debbie Harry said I looked
Did
okay.
you have any regrets, though, where you cut it and thought, oh, that's not good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you were so, I mean, you must have, I hope you had shares in a peroxide company when you first
I wish
started
I
out.
did,
Because
yeah.
so many people went out and had that same kind of jagged, blunt cut bob with the peroxide hair.
Well, mine was the broken bob version
Oh, was
of
it?
that blunt cut bob.
Yeah. It looked absolutely amazing.
Oh,
So have
thank
you
you.
got plans to tour the album?
I've already toured it for a month in the States, and I guess I will. I would love to. I would love to play it live for everybody. And I guess it sort of remains to be seen whether it's, you know, accepted or whether people like it. And if they do, I'll be out there banging, you know,
Do you still
banging
get
away.
nervous hoping it gets played on the radio and it gets bought? Or do you just make the music and then send it out there and that's
You must
it?
have to stay really healthy if you're performing.
Yeah.
Can't do that rock and roll lifestyle anymore, can you?
Not exactly.
No.
I'm sure she manages to misbehave occasionally.
Well, yeah,
Deborah,
I
thank
think
you
so.
so much.
You're
Deborah
very
Harry,
welcome.
everybody. That's your lot for today.